Phew. I swear, just from the beginning to it.
How did I get into this mess? This seems familiar. That's far enough. You can't run forever, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Oh wait, no, that should be me.
Yeah, I know.
Erdersburg, George.
What have I done wrong?
I cannot allow you to go on like this.
But I'm just a civil defense attorney.
Silence! You are no longer worthy of your title. Also, I am Thor.
See, I heard the Beethoven music and I was like, wait, what is this? I've had this dream before, someplace, some time ago. As if this day was written into my destiny.
Your dual destinies.
Today I'll stand in court as a lawyer.
An ace attorney.
To prove a killer innocent. March 23rd, 9:43 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 3. Oh my god. Alright, phone is ringing. Beep.
Beep,
Hello.
beep, beep, beep,
Hello.
beep, 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 beep.
Hello.
Beep, 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 beep.
Shut the
Beep.
fuck up. Hello, this is Phoenix Wright. I'm going to smash this phone on my kneecap.
Beep, 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 beep.
Oh. Shit, what voice do I give him now?
He said, dude.
You don't look so well, dude. You're gonna prove me not guilty today, right?
Beep.
You're right. He's right in front of me. Sorry, that was unexpected. Oh, jeez. Okay, there we go. If you please, Mr. Lawyer, remember, it's not just me. Your precious friend's life is riding on today's verdict, too. The least you could do is try to be pleasant.
Now listen up. You better get on guard a guilty sentence, okay? If you get that creepy slime bag and not guilty, I'll never forgive you. Ever, ever, ever.
Maya.
Ever.
Phoenix.
Phoenix!
Oh.
Jesus.
Maya. How's Maya? I don't know.
Why the fuck don't you know?
You don't know? She hasn't tried to channel me since yesterday. Mia, what am I supposed to do? Well, like I said, for a lawyer, the worst of times are when you have to force your biggest smiles. But you can't give up. There's still some hope left. Stop it, please! There's nothing left. Not here, not anywhere. My phone's ringing again. I swear to God, Bat, I'm going to kick you in the balls. I don't care if I get you not guilty. You will leave this without your masculinity.
Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep.
Beep,
Beep, beep, beep, beep, beep, beep, beep, beep, beep, beep.
Rhino, I'm going to do the same to you.
Beep.
Is that a cursing on guard again? Will you leave me alone? Look, I'm calling anymore. I mean it.
You're really mean, pal.
Gumshoe. I'm really, really sorry. Where are you?
They let me join the investigation team. We're chasing after the killer, pal.
Then you have some sort of lead.
Sorry, but right now we've got 0 leads on the guy. But we're not going to give up
Gumshoe.
till the trial is over, till the verdict is handed down. We're going to do everything we can to try and find the killer. If we can get Maya out, then you can get on guard the guilty verdict he deserves, pal.
It's true. I could do that if they found Maya first.
You got that? So you have to do whatever you can to make the trial last longer. Well, shit, you can do that, right?
I have to make the trial last longer.
More testimony, more pressing.
Right,
on
remember
everything.
Remember what happened last time we were trying to stall the trial out?
No.
It lasted 3 hours.
Oh, that. Do it again. If you go at Mr. Edgeworth and everything you've got, then you two can draw it out.
Oh, now I get it.
I believe in you, pal. You and Mr. Edgeworth can do it. So, believe in us. We're going to give it all we've got, just like you.
Got it. Thanks, Gumshoe. Beep. Hey, Phoenix. You understand now, don't you? You have something money will never be able to buy. friendship. It's the strongest weapon in the world, and you have it in abundance. Yeah. Looks like we're coming to the end. I have to make the trial last as long as I can. Gumshoe will come through, I know it.
You know, I noticed they always purposely put Maya's hand right there in the middle of her chest because in Pearl's outfit it would hide nothing.
And when they're in court, she's not doing that.
Yeah, but we get a side view. Court's now in session for the trial of Matt Ungard.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. As I recall, we concluded yesterday's session with a big mystery on our hands. Who took a cookie from the cookie jar? 'Twas not me.
Objection! No, Your Honor. The question was, how many pizzas do we need to order to feed everyone in this courtroom?
Why do I care about everyone else?
Ah!
The mystery being, what exactly was Miss Adrian Andrews' role in this murder?
Pizza deliverer!
That is to say, is she really connected to the crime itself by way of double cheese? The answer was no. Mr. Edgeworth, if you would please inform the court of today's proceedings. Adrian Andrews. She forged evidence that threw suspicion onto Mr. Ungard, and then proceeded to escape the crime scene by wearing a nickel samurai suit. The court said these actions are those from which she cannot escape. Then you're saying that she is guilty after all. I'm not finished, Your Honor. Mr. Andrews has nothing to do with committing the actual murder. I would like to direct the court's attention to this card. And what is that? It looks like some sort of shell. This is the calling card of a certain assassin. Assassin, you say? Yes, Juan Carita was killed by a professional assassin. The person who hired the assassin, his client so to speak, is Matt Ungard. And I propose the assassin is Phoenix Wright.
Wait, what? That's not going to make this trial last long at all.
What a surprising turn of events. Oh, silly judge. I would think it's become commonplace by now, Your Honor.
I know what's going on this time, so I know that everything Edgeworth has said is true. But we still have to hold out as long as we can, at least until Maya's safe and sound. I wonder how the trial will turn out today.
Now then, please call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls the defendant's mentor, Mr. Will Powers, to the stand.
Huh? Wait,
I
what?
know he was his mentor.
Really?
Huh. Hello. Now then, witness, your name and occupation, please.
Double cheese.
Okay. I'm, Will Powers. I'm 4 underpaid action star. And what is your relation to the defendant? Well, I guess I'm sort of a lousy mentor to him in a way. Yeah. Mr. Powers, please, you don't need to put yourself down so much. You're kind of bumming me out here. You're killing my justice boner. I'm sorry. Well, I'm just kind of a nothing sort of guy. On the night of the murder, you visited the defendant's room. Is this correct? Yes.
I didn't know that.
But, you know, I didn't actually get to see Matt when I went. All you need to do is answer what you're asked. Now then, I would like you to please testify about when you went to Mr. Ungard's room. Okay. Sure.
Alright. Ready, Rhino?
Oh boy.
It begins.
After the award ceremony, I went by myself to Matt's room. Matt was standing there in front of his room, still in his nickel samurai costume. He was talking with someone. At first I thought it was the bellboy. I watched the two of them for a while, but then I gave up and went back. I had guests with me that night, and I could make them wait for me. Nothing sounds out of place in Mr. Powers' testimony.
Talking with the bellboy is no big deal.
He said he thought it was the bellboy. If one assumes the person Mr. Ungard was speaking with was an ordinary bellboy. What are you implying? Oh, silly judge. Well, Mr. Wright, let's have your cross-examination, shall we?
Looks like we're in another sticky situation. Huh? A trap. Can't you smell it, Phoenix? But for us to find out more, we're just going to have to charge in head first, right? So was Edgeworth trying to catch us in a trap? I'm confused right now.
No. He's letting us lead. See, the judge was like, there's nothing wrong with this, and Edgeworth was like, yes, there was nothing wrong with this. Should he have actually been talking with the bellboy? And the judge was like, what do you mean? And he's like, Mr. Wright, what you going to examine? What you going to cross-examine? So naturally, we're going to question about the bellboy. And then Edgeworth's going to be, it was not the bellboy.
So he's deliberately trying to set it up so that he can shut down our arguments so that we can shut down his counter-arguments and just keep it going as long as possible.
Pretty much. Instead of directly saying what he wants, he's like, you poke, and you come to a conclusion, and then you bring it up, and then we'll go from there. And we'll have killed a couple extra minutes.
Yeah, okay, so he's basically saying, we'll do the same thing, except I'm not trying to make it end as quickly as possible.
Yes.
Alright, okay.
This is I'm hoping you do your normal thing of poking every single detail.
Got it. Press everything.
Yes. Press everything for Maya's sake.
It'd be amazing if there was actually like an in-game clock or something that ticked down, like you didn't see it, but like, it ticked down and you had to let it tick down before you got to a certain point of the thing.
I'll just stand here on the same text box then.
No, I imagine it would like stop progressing after a bit. But the defendant's room. Why did you go there?
Well, I'm his mentor, like a big brother, sort of. And I wanted to say congratulations. Well, what's wrong? Why did you stop? Mr. Wright.
What is it?
You're going to try to trick me into a corner, aren't you?
Huh?
I know I'm just a poor, underpaid action star, but I'm not the killer.
No one said you were, Mr. Powers.
No, please, don't trick me. Every time you do your lawyer thing, the witness suddenly turns into the bad guy. Oh my god, he knows. Witness. I will personally talk to the defense at a later time. So for now, please kindly cooperate and continue with your testimony. Sorry. So you went back to the defendant's room and then...
Hey, wait a minute. When and how did I suddenly turn into the bad guy here?
To be fair, that was hilarious. He's like, no, I'm not the bad guy. He's like, I don't think everyone's the bad guy, but everyone has been. Damn it, he's right.
Are you sure that was Matt Ungard?
Yeah, I'm sure. He wasn't wearing the nickel samurai mask then.
If that's the case, then he really can't be mistaken.
And what was the defendant doing, standing in front of his own room?
Alright. At first. What do you mean by that?
Well, he was in a bellboy-ish uniform, and he had a bottle of juice on a tray.
Sounds like an ordinary bellboy to me.
Yeah, but I didn't think he was a normal bellboy.
And why was that?
Why did I think that, Mr. Wright?
How am I supposed to know?
Sorry, but I can't remember right now. Sorry.
I guess I'm gonna have to wait patiently on this one. You saw the two of them, the bellboy and the defendant, together, correct? Were they kissing?
Yeah, the bellboy just wanted to say congratulations.
Now, while you were watching the two of them, did you notice anything strange?
I did feel something weird. I think it was because Matt, well, he gave the bellboy a tip.
A tip? But that's a perfectly normal thing to do.
So, how long did you watch the two of them? Not more than a minute or two, I think.
So, who are these guests you're talking about?
Pretty sure it was you, dumbass. You guys, of course. You and Maya and Little Pearl. I thought it would be really rude since I invited you guys if I disappeared on you. So I went back to my seat pretty soon after seeing Matt in the hallway.
This is like squeezing water from a stone. It's probably pointless to press further. Do you remember this incident? Did Mr. Powers leave his seat that night?
I mean, we joined late, so...
I don't remember that happening at all. Maya was making such a racket in her hyper state. I ended up
Sugar!
focusing on her. I see. In any case, from his story, he probably wasn't gone for very long. So, should I present...
I mean...
Or the card, maybe, here. No, I don't think that would make sense.
So we gotta remind him something about why the bellboy was weird.
Maybe I'll try playing the card, see if anything happens. I don't know. I can always reset. Actually, no, I'm not gonna... because I don't want to do resetting, so... Hang on. After the awards ceremony, I went by myself to Matt's room. Still in his nickel samurai costume. I was talking with someone at first, I thought it was the bellboy. Well, then I gave him one back. I mean, this might make sense.
Yeah. At this point, I would think you would either show John Doe or the card.
I'm going to be lenient on this one simply because this one's not very intuitive.
First, how about John Doe? Because he'd actually know the guy's face. It's the back of his head.
Nope. Neither of those.
Huh.
Alright, let's take a moment. We have so much stuff! Annoying as hell. Okay. Yeah, that was just a theory. I'm being lenient on that one. But anyway. All Mia is really saying is that, do you remember this happening? Not really, but I was focused on Maya. Well, he probably wasn't gone for long.
Woohoo? I mean, I remember the only real things that were suspicious I saw was that he didn't think it was a bellboy, and then he thought it was weird that he gave the bellboy a tip.
I assumed that was something like, Matt never tips bellboys or something like that.
Yeah, but he didn't elaborate.
Sometimes what happens is you have to press something late in the thing and then go back and press something else. So I'm going to try pressing everything again.
I'm not the killer. I know what you do. I know what you do in this courtroom. Anyone who's your defendant is actually not guilty. Ha ha ha.
Actually, Mr. Powers, only a few minutes ago you stated...
You know, I did feel something weird. I think it was because that Matt, well, he gave the bellboy a tip.
There we go! That's what we had to do. We just had to go
just...
back. We had to go backwards sometimes.
Yeah, that was the one that he says, I don't know right now, and you were just like, I guess I'll have to be patient.
Could it be that you felt something strange about the tip-giving incident itself?
Ah, yeah, that's it. You really know your job. Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. This bellboy, he wasn't an ordinary one, was he? Perhaps we should let the witness tell us. Very well. Mr. Powers, please lend your testimony. You mean about the bellboy, right? That gave the bellboy a tip. What tip was it?
So we gave the bellboy a tip. What's so strange about that?
Well, you see, Matt's not a poor penny pincher like me. I was trying to figure out how much it was because the tip really shocked me.
How much it was?
But that's when something even more surprising happened. The bellboy was putting the tip he got in his pocket. And that's when I got my first good look at the guy's face. I was really shocked. I'm afraid I don't follow it all.
It sounds like Mr. Powers was surprised twice by this event. I wonder which of his shocking moments I should ask about.
The face? I would assume.
I'm honestly just partially curious what about the tip makes him confused.
How much was he tipped? He was so tipped he fell over.
Ha 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 ha. What was so shocking about the bellboy's face, Mr. Powers?
Well, he wasn't exactly a boy, more like an old Gramps. I hope you know that discrimination towards old men is a no-no in my court. No, that's not what I meant at all. In smack in the middle of the guy's face, there was a line of stitches. A line of stitches? Yeah, and it went straight from the tippy top of his head to the bottom of his chin. Almost like if that thread snapped, all the stuff in his head would come spilling out.
Ah! He was there, at Ungard's house. He was that butler.
What is it, Mr. Wright?
Nothing, Your Honor. So that means Ungard was talking with the killer then. If that fact were to be exposed, Ungard would be declared guilty in a blink. Phoenix, you have to play dumb here. Pretend you don't know anything. Yes, Chief.
You sure you don't have something you would like to say, Mr. Wright?
Huh? What did you just say, Your Honor?
Nothing, Mr. Wright. Nothing. We're just going around and around in circles. Now then, Mr. Powers, please continue with your testimony.
Oh no. Wait, what else do we do then?
Ask him about how much the tip was.
Alright.
I mean, we're stalling for time, right? Might as well.
The defendant is a huge star. He can afford to give generous tips, wouldn't you agree?
Sure. But giving him that much was maybe a little too much, I think.
A little too much.
Would you please clarify for the court about how much would you say the defendant gave to the bellboy? Honestly, I don't know. I can't even begin to guess. And why is that? Because he gave the bellboy a really, really fat roll of cash.
A roll of cash?
Rabble! I want a roll of cash. Well, how interesting. That certainly was a very generous tip, wasn't it? A very fat roll of cash. That can hardly be called a tip, Your Honor. Sounds more like a bribe or a payment of some sort.
Judges
So I had a
beginning to look
bribe.
awfully suspicious of us. The defendant is a superstar. That kind of tip is typical fare for people like him.
Are you saying that all superstars are super spenders? If I could receive large rolls of cash simply by bringing people things on trays, then why on earth would I stand around here prosecuting?
He's got a point. I don't even get paid, let alone rolls of cash for all my hard work.
So supposing that the roll of cash was not a tip, then what was it? Payment, Your Honor. Payment. Oh, silly judge. Isn't it obvious? The murder of Juan Corrida.
Edgeworth, what the fuck, dude?
Look, I'm tossing the ball in your court here, man. You gotta toss it back. Then, the bellboy the witness saw. Yes, he was the assistant.
Assassin.
Whatever. Assistant assassin. Hold your horses now. Mr. Edgeworth, you don't have any proof of this, do you? Have I ever been unprepared to support my claims, Your Honor? I have here the card Shelley the Killer left at the scene of the crime. Shelley the Killer. He is the person the police's special investigations team has been chasing for ages. I am certain that the person the witness saw was this very assassin, Shelley the Killer. Really? What's wrong, Mr. Powers? No, nothing. Something just clicked in my head, and I think I just figured something out. Oh? Actually, I saw that bellboy again later on that night.
What? Oh, he's gonna point out that he was the one who came and brought the transceiver.
Yep. Mr. Powers, please testify. Tell us what you saw. Yes, sir, right away.
Whoosh! Boom, boom.